Okay, so it is now June 7th, 2026, and we are still getting intel in. Why would we do that? Why would people work very hard to get information about your crime, Charles Perry, David Robertson, Gregory, Gordy, Bencore, all you people on this list of names that we have, Blankenship, Desiree? Why would people work really, really hard to get this kind of information? Why would they do that? Your code words, pin the tail on the donkey, um, you know, Cotton Eye Joe, can we make her blind? Most victims don't have, here's the crime we want to commit against her. Here's the injury we intend to cause with that crime. Here's the weapon we want to use. Here's the manner we intend to carry out that crime against her. And here's our motive. Human trafficking delivery. Does any other victim know details about your compounds? I do. Why would I have that? Why is it different when you do it to me? Why do I get that kind of information? All your code words here. Your names and your code words. Any other victim have that? Does any other victim know they've been trafficked before delivery? Do they know what you're doing when you do one of these acts of coercion that you've labeled as some sort of act of intimidation? Who's Desiree? Who is that? Mr. Perry, tell us who Desiree is. I don't know her. I've never met her that I know of. She never walked up to me and said, "Hi, I'm Desiree. I'm a human trafficking person. I work with Charles Perry." Who is that? Same thing with Richard. Same thing with Gregory. Same thing with Bittencore. Same thing with everyone on this list. And once you're on the list, you do not come off, Desiree. You don't come off. My people will be up your ass for the rest of your life. For everyone on this list. Okay, we don't put last names out for a reason. Most times. Sometimes we do. Once in a while we do. Why is that? Why is some people, we have some names we haven't put on the list yet? Not yet. Why are we holding that back? See, you seem very confused, all of you, about what's real. Because you sit around daydreaming all day and pretending and make-believing and in the Looney Tune land. So my boss isn't going to waste his time talking to you. You act like you don't even know what he's saying. You don't understand what people say. You don't. You respond like you have no idea what's even happening. And that's not our problem. It's never been our problem. So when you sit on your asses and you go, she can't just lay around all day and type up everything we say, what's it to you? How is that your business? Who asked you what you think? To the best of our knowledge, we didn't ask you what you think, did we? We have one goal. Ruin the crime and the suffering it causes and the people that are committing the crime. Ruin them. Bring them to utter ruin. They're gone. And guess what? With that, we get the help, and you don't get help obstructing justice. You don't. So we have about, I don't know, let's see, 100 or so. What does that say? Trying to make positive ID. See, right there. Why would you want to do that? Why does Steve Kunzweiler want me in Tulsa? What's it to him? What's it to him? What's it to you? How is where I live any concern to you at all? Okay, what did we tell you about when you take something from me? You get in my home, you start tearing up my property. I gotta go buy stuff I already have because you contaminated it, trying to make me blind or sick, and subdue me because you're very weak. And we've got people going, gosh, I don't think David's tough enough to pick on a woman without help. I've never seen him do it. He always has to have help to pick on a woman. He's that weak. He's that pathetic. Okay, so if we have it here already, then we have mains ray, premeditation, malicious aforethought. You talked about it, and we got it. If you're asking about leaks, who leaked? Bob. He's asked me about Bob 8 bazillion times. Charles has. I got Bob's name from Charles. I got Renee's name from Charles. I got Troy and Zach's name from Charles. Because he's asking if they're leaks. But you deny that you're human traffickers and that you're trying to force me to go be in your little human trafficking business thing. Which I've vehemently said, I'll fight you to the death. And since you guys plan all this stuff and it never goes like you think it will, what makes you think that would? You're trying to kidnap me is what you're trying to do. You're trying to hold me hostage is what you're trying to do. And I have help, so how much worse is it for everybody at the compound now? How much worse is it for them because they didn't have the help I have? They're not on the team. Mr. Perry, I do not work for you. I work for the people that get all this. And what I do is none of your concern at all. And I didn't ask you what you think. I don't want to hear it. And I don't want to help you. And when you ask me about leaks, there's two. First of all, I'm not told how information is obtained. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. Either they have some sort of, they went to court, Judy, and they put a recording, sometimes of you, in front of a judge, and said, we need a court order signed for, let's say, a wiretap order, for example. Hear what Judy just said. Hear what Charles Perry just said. Hear what David Robertson just said. Cynthia, or whoever, is in imminent danger. We need to listen to everything they say. Judy, or Trey McClendon, or Mark Harker, or Jim Hansen, or Sam Cummings, or Judge Darnell, or whoever, Judge Egan and Judge Jane, whoever the judge is that you go in front of and you lie and you're committing perjury. How many times they got you on that? Or you suborned perjury. How many times they got you on that? In my cases, a bunch of them. And Michael Neely's case. And other victims' cases. How many victims at the compounds were arrested? And then all of a sudden they ended up at your compound, and then what happened to their charges? Because that's just what you do. You're using tax dollars. We've already told you this before. There's a congressman, or 2 or 5. They'll want to put you in front of the American people in a congressional hearing to explain why the hell you thought it was okay to steal their money, to human traffic and make yourself rich, enrich yourselves. And then, because it's not okay. It's not okay at all. So they want you to explain to the American people why you thought it was funny to do that. And beat down women and children and rape them. And profit off the violent crimes against them. You're going to do it. You wanted attention, you're about to get it. You're about to get it. Okay? So, Mr. Perry, if you contact me, I always get more intel out of that. Make sure that's what you want. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want anything to do with you. Did I ask you what you think? I did not. You weren't asked. Nobody asked you. So when you tell me what you think and how you feel and what you want and what you need, and you start asking me for help with information, you act like you think I want to help you, and you act like you think I asked you what you thought. I did not. You're very confused. You're mentally ill. If you weren't mentally ill, you wouldn't do that. Because you would know I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear from you. I moved twice not to have to hear from you. Far, far away from where you should be. Okay, I left Lubbock in November 2013, so that never again would I have to hear what Charles Perry thinks, wants, needs. I don't want to hear it. I wanted no contact with him, no fight, no conflict. Get away from me and leave me alone. You get away from me and you leave me the fuck alone. And he came, and I went to Dallas, and he came to Dallas, and he did start harassing me and stalking there. And causing problems and butting into things that are none of his concern. So I went to Oklahoma with my family. I have a legit reason to be in Oklahoma. You do not. So everybody wants to know why you're, in the last 10 years, you're never in Lubbock with your friends and your family and your constituents doing things you should be doing, and why you're always where I am doing things you should not be doing and getting caught. And then acting like you're such a retard you don't know that you're caught. And that all makes you just one big risk. People who get caught all the time are a risk. People that act like they don't know they're caught all the time, even more so. And you should have put that together in your heads by yourself. So nobody's helping you, they're helping us. Okay, your cruelty has done it. People are sick and tired of your cruelty. And they don't want to hear from you either, by the way. Okay, you got people placating you because they're just putting up with you right now until you're put in jail, and they don't have to take your phone calls anymore. They're placating you. They don't want to hear from you either. And you just don't get it, do you? What do you think, Desiree? You think people want to listen to these guys who are monsters, who rape children until they die, or rape women and profit off the backs of women and children, and go into court and lie about people and ruin their lives? You think people want to help you do that, Desiree? Richard? Tell us the names of people that want to help do that. Why do you want to help do that? Every contact, Charles, I get more intel because I don't want to hear from you. You're going to pay a price for contacting me. It's unwanted and it's unsolicited, and I told you to leave me alone. I've screamed and yelled at you for fucking 15 years. You leave me the fuck alone. Or you're going to have to pay for that. Eventually, it will come right out of your ass. Some way, somehow. You will pay for contacting me and invading my privacy to do it. I'm sick and tired of hearing from you. I don't want to hear from you. You make me want to throw up. You give me the heebie-jeebies. You are the nastiest, most creepy fuck I've ever met in my life. You're a psychotic nutbag, and we're all tired of it. Everybody's sick of y'all. Everyone is sick of you. You can't get my boss's name. You can't even get a name, much less everything else we have. You can't get it. Nobody will help you. Everybody wants y'all gone. That is why we get the help, Desiree, and y'all don't. You don't get it. You'll have no name. And you're still sitting around and guessing and speculating. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's that. Okay, so, Mr. Perry, when you contact me, I get more information. Make sure that's what you want. You just did it again 3 times. He acts like he thinks this is a conversation. It is not. I'm recording a podcast. So, they either get a probable cause hearing to get some sort of investigatory order signed, or you got an infiltrator, or you got an official informant, or you got an unofficial leak. I'm not told specifically each thing, how they got it. I don't care. It's a need to know. I don't need to know that. And when you ask me, is it this person? Is it Bob? Is it Al? Is it Sam? Is it Zach and Troy? Is it Jeff? Fuck you. You shove your questions up your ass, and you don't bother me with that shit. You have an attorney, you bother your attorney with that shit. I don't owe you an explanation, and I do not want to help you. You know what I want? I want my privacy, my kids, and my money. You owe me a lot of money. We have a forensic accountant that has tallied everything that you took from me and what it's worth. All the damages you've caused. You're going to go to criminal court and you're going to have to explain all that, and it may be in a congressional hearing too. That might be presented in a congressional hearing too. This is how bad it was for her, and she had us helping her. How much worse is it for the girls that don't have that? The horrific things they've been through, you can't even imagine. And you are offensive to people. You are offensive. Your conduct is offensive. That's why it's illegal. Okay, so when we quote you over and over and over and over and again and again and again, and we find out before, and you guys run around going, how'd she find out about that? How does she know about that? How'd she know to do that? How'd she know not to do that? You take, we take. You cause a problem for me, they're going to cause a bunch for you. Is that a problem? And there's cause and effect here, dumb David. There's cause and effect. There's cause and effect, Desiree. There's cause and effect. You do the crime to me, you get caught. You do the crime to me, you get caught. To me or my kids. You do the crime to me or my family, you get caught. You do the crime to me, you get caught. You do the crime to me. We've been telling you this over and over, and it just never clicks for you. And you think my boss is going to drop everything he's doing and talk to somebody who has no fucking idea what's even happening? No. He has absolutely no time for that. None at all. What I do with my time is none of your business. I don't work for you, I work for him. I can get information and you can't. I can get information and you cannot. You better not forget who it is you're dealing with again. Okay? Your delusion has given us an edge you have no idea. Because you're not dealing in reality, you don't know what's happening. And you're stupid. And that's not our problem. But I'll tell you one thing. I don't want to hear from you again, Charles, and I've made that very clear. I don't want to help you, Charles, and I've made that very clear. I want you ruined. And please remember, nobody's gotten closer to that goal than we have. Do not forget who it is you're talking to or about. Don't. That'll be a big mistake. I mean, you can, but you'll wish you hadn't done that. Okay? Mr. Perry, every contact gets me more. We knew Mike Neely was drugged before anybody else said it, remember? Okay, this is what a police officer is supposed to do when taking a stalking complaint, none of which Oklahoma did. None of them did it. Not even one. The closest was Mike Neely, but he still didn't do it exactly like they said. But he got closer than anybody else. Is that why you put him in jail? You want to put me in jail and go, hey, we're going to do the same thing to you we did to Mike Neely, unless you go be trafficked. We're going to take you to a compound. We got a list of things we want you to do. You know what I would say? Fuck you. I'll see you in court. I'll see you in court. And we know you don't want a trial. You don't want things in the public record you know good and well I'd put on the public record, because I already have. But there's another public record because somebody's going into a judge and talking to a judge. There's several of them, and saying, Your Honor, Cynthia or whoever is in imminent danger. We need a wiretap order on XYZ guy. Maybe Judy Parker. Maybe Trey McClendon. Maybe Mark Hawker. Maybe Judge Egan and Judge Jane. Do you know? Can you say yes or no? Do they have one on all their phones? Okay, if you don't know the answer to that question, get in reality. There's a reason you don't know the answer to that question. You seem very confused as to what's happening. Not our problem. It's not going to be our problem ever. It's always going to be your problem. Okay, you have a bunch of attorneys. Go through your attorneys. Talk to your attorneys. Bother your attorneys. And you don't bother me or my family. Ever again. So we told you, if you want to talk to my boss, you give back what you took and you get the fuck out of our lives. And we never hear from you again. Or you will not talk to him until he arrests you. And every day for 6 years you've said no. How much more information have you given us since March 2020, when we first told you that? How much? How much of this came after March 2020? How many names came after March 2020? How many code words came after March 2020 because you're stupid and you thought you had a choice? We didn't give you a choice. We told you that's what you're going to do. Didn't we? Okay, here's the thing. That was in response to, first, what he just said is, don't invade her privacy, don't contact her or her family. She'd better not be broken, have problems and loss because of you. You fuck off and leave her alone and comply with the law. Like everybody else. Or, I'm going to get enough information to bury you in it in a courtroom. I'll bury you in it. You want to shit your criminal excrement everywhere? I'm going to pick it up and I will bury you in it in court. I believe me, I will pile it on you. And I'll do it for you. Now he's like, never mind, I'll just do it for him. I didn't need him to get all that. I got all that, right up under their noses. What they thought didn't matter. I didn't need their help to get it. I don't need them. I'll do it myself. I'll do it for them. Okay, we gave you some mercy, an opportunity for some mercy, and you didn't want it. You wanted to give us more names. How many more names did we get after April 20th, 2025? And how many more after we told you got 24 hours to get my kid home? So he's not by himself at Christmas in a hospital. And you said no. So you guess and you speculate and you wonder this and maybe it's this and maybe it's that. And you've done that for how many years? While I get actual, real intel that no one else has to ruin you. We're doing this to ruin you. And so that's how my time has been spent, and it is none of your business at all. I'm going to tell you something. I have a job to do, and I'm doing it better than anybody you've met in your lives. Okay? Nobody has done what I've done. My job, other than typing something up in an email that I send out that you just said, you don't know who puts it out on Facebook or the blog, do you? Do you know for sure who's putting it out? Maybe it's me, maybe it's a colleague. Who's putting it out? If I send an email, I'm putting it out, aren't I? Okay, now Charles will change words inside the email while I'm typing. He does that a lot, and I have to go back and correct it. Sometimes I catch it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes we want everybody to see he typed that. I didn't type that. Okay, sometimes my boss wants a copy of it to take to a judge. He's still in her phone. He's still in her phone. How many times do we tell him to get out of her phone? Bitch, that's not your phone. Get out of it. You're not authorized to be in any of her accounts. Get out of it. You don't get to use forged documents anymore. If you do, there'll be consequences, and you know that. These are the consequences you have now. He will take all that and put you in jail with it. Why else get it? Why else get it? When you sit there and pretend and make believe, what do you pretend we're getting it for? Ding dong. Tell Judy. Tell Judge Egan and Judge Shane. Tell whatever judge you want to go in front of. Do your little sob story. I'm the victim. No, you're not. You're the aggressor. We're just responding to what you're doing. We've said you're human traffickers. You either are or you're not. If you're not, prove you're not. You got hostages at compounds in about 6, 7, locations or so. What, 106 people? You're selling babies? You're pimping these girls and their kids out? And prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. You seem like you want to prove me right. Every contact gets me more information to prove you are doing just what I say you're doing, Charles. Every problem and every loss. Every day I'm not with my kid. Every day you continue to torture him. So we are going to ruin you. I promise you have my word. And that is your choice. Alternatively, give it back and get the fuck out of my life and I never hear from you again. Okay? That doesn't mean there won't be criminal charges. That means they might not be so mad and just throw the book at you. I mean, at this point, my boss does not want to talk to you. You've slapped him across the face and given him the middle finger for the last time. You've been very disrespectful to him, and you've insulted him, and he's not okay with that. Nobody would be. And that's why you don't get a name, and we do. We got a bunch of names, see? I don't know those people. I don't know them. Those are your people. They've never walked up to me and said, "Hi, I work for Charles Perry, I'm a human trafficker. Hi, I'm Desiree. Hi, I'm Richard. Hi, I'm Blankenship. And I work for Charles Perry, I'm his bitch. I've been over for him. And I'm his bitch. And I work for him. Nice to meet you. And you're the target of crime. And I'm a part of the crime. Every contact, Charles, gets me more. Charles, I get information when you contact me. I don't want to hear from you. I don't care what you think. You act like you think I care what you think. Did I ask? Anybody hear me ask Charles what he thinks? No. I moved twice not to hear what he thinks ever again. I don't want to talk to him. He doesn't even make sense. Literally doesn't even make sense. It's like talking to a drunk 6-year-old. Okay, so all these code words, you've got some here. Pin the tail on the donkey. Pin the tail on the donkey. This is something you do all the time. Using tax dollars to enrich yourselves. We've got to get her on Medicaid so we can take their Medicaid benefits or welfare benefits. Got to get her to Dallas. Let's get her when she goes to Dallas. Did I have plans to go to Dallas? I don't have plans to go to Dallas. Why would I go to Dallas? What's it to you? How would you know if I'm going to Dallas? And what's it to you? How is that any of your business where I go or where I work or what I do with my time or where I live? But we heard you say it was recorded and now a judge is going to hear it. Because you're sticking your nose where it don't belong. And you're in imminent danger to me and my children. And you've caused loss for us and suffering for us, so we're going to ruin you. You have my word, I promise. Please remember, nobody's gotten closer to that goal than I have. You want to make positive ID? Walk the fuck up and take a picture, Neil. You know, this girl in these videos, look. Oh, no, it won't work. Okay, so Charles is being a pussy again, and he's messing with it. Anyways, Charles gets pussy and coward when things are said that he doesn't like, and he causes a problem. And that's just kind of, that's okay because it costs him intel when he does that. He caused a problem for me. You cause a loss for me. You contact me. You invade my privacy. You keep me from my kids. You torture my son. You cause a problem for him. You pay with intel. We're going to use the intel to put you in jail. You're gone. There's no more of that. And with that effort, we get the help. And you're not getting the help obstructing justice, are you? No, you're not. You are not. So, one of these... Gotta make positive ID. They've been saying that forever. There's probably 100 blogs on that one thing. Make positive ID. Let me see, I think. Okay, so these are the files that my attorneys have. And the guys have. Murder frame up. That's loaded up full. Get her kicked out of her house. That's loaded up full. Human trafficking, false arrest. Delivery deadline contaminated. See? I mean, it's not like we don't know. We already have that. We already know. See that? Pullovers. Take her tail light out and have her pulled over. Using the club to money launder. Whole file. We already got it. We already know. You act like nobody knows. We all know. Okay, so these videos we've showed over and over and over now. It is embarrassing that you would act like this guy, Neil, but you do. And you act like you don't know you should be embarrassed. We're like, we don't even have words for that. The guy acts like he has no idea he should be embarrassed. That's really sad that your mind is that far gone. That you're doing all these very embarrassing things and you're not one bit embarrassed. You have no filters left. Nothing embarrasses you. Like, people don't act like you because it's embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing. So, it's sad. If you weren't so cruel, we'd be sad for you. But you're very cruel, so no one's sad for you that you embarrass yourself like this and you make a complete buffoon ass of yourself all the time. You know, the stuff you say is just bizarre. It's very clear you need to be in a padded cell. So hopefully the guys hurry up and put you in one, because you need to be in one. Okay, you have no problem embarrassing yourself. But these people are not Josh Person. These people are not police officers. They're not attorneys, Mark. They're not judges, Judy. They're not district attorneys, Steve. They're not FBI agents, George and Keith. They're just average citizens. And even they can tell this conduct is very offensive. Very offensive. It's like being raped. Short of a physical, actual rape, it is rape. It's a form of rape. I've been violated in the most vulgar, nasty way you can imagine, in the privacy of my home against my will. And I've asked them to stop repeatedly, and they refuse. So, in the courts that my guys are in, they're agreeing to pay the bill they've been given. $5,000 a day. For every day you continue to watch me in the privacy of my home and violate me and rape me. And you're to stop it, or you're going to be stopped. If my guy has to do it for you, you're really not going to like it. You're really not going to. But you see for yourself, okay? So, listen how stupid this man is.
You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is
feel?
that the one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
Pictures? You want?
I got
I
scratches.
can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Monkey, hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I
gonna
don't
get
give a
it
fuck.
good.
You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're
You
gonna
can bring
Is
the
that
whole
a
fucking
threat?
army. I don't give a fuck.
Stop me, please. I can't live here.
Okay, so we have this man that she's basically saying, do you like how it feels to have a camera in your face everywhere you go? And he completely misses the point. He is that stupid. He is that dumb. And he says, you want me to go get the stalker pictures I have of you? You want me to go get them? She's like, no, I want you to stop. That's the point I'm trying to make, you fucking retard. I'm trying to make sure that you understand that it's very uncomfortable. You are menacing me. You are harassing me. You are making me uncomfortable having people stick a fucking camera in my face all the time, everywhere I go. You don't have my consent to do that. You're menacing. You're harassing. Stop it. You want me to go get the stalker pictures I have of you? And Charles and Dave want to take all these stalker pictures they take everywhere I go. And take it into court and go, we're not stalking. See, we got pictures of her everywhere she goes. If I committed a crime, you'd have had a picture of it, and you'd have had me in jail within the hour, and then you'd have the smear campaign you've been so desperate for. The thing is, I'm not a criminal, and you know that. So when you commit perjury in court, my guys will get you, and the judge that helped you. And that's all there is to it. See for yourselves, okay? You want to try it and see for yourselves, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. We have 9.9 million of your incriminating conversations and phone calls and meetings. To your none. 123 names to your none. 31, 32, 33 code words that you use to describe crimes that are intending to coerce or intimidate a person into being trafficked so you can get rich off of human trafficking to your zip. You got nothing. You got none of that. You don't even have my boss's name. He's not going to dignify you with shit. He's not going to waste his time talking to people who have no idea, act like that guy. Didn't get the point. That's how you act. You're just the same. You're no different at all. Except you're worse. You're worse. We get the help because everybody's sick of you. They want you gone. You don't get help in obstructing. Because no one wants to mess that up. Everybody wants you gone. They want you ruined. They want you ruined. Kindness brings rewards. We get help with information before you have a chance to do it. And you get told on, and told on, and told on, and told on. And sometimes laughed at and made fun of. Because you're so stupid. You act like you don't know you're caught. You act like you have no idea what's happening. You act like you don't know why we're doing what we're doing. You sit there and pretend while we get information from right up under your noses. You have no grasp on reality, so believe me, people make fun of you. Did you guys talk to Charles and Dave today? Yeah. And? Well, you know how it is with those two clowns. It's always anything but what it really is. So we all gotta pretend, because they pretend. And if you don't pretend with them, they'll kill you dead. They murder you. So we'll say what they want to hear, so they'll shut up and go away, and I get on with my day. And we hear it all the time. They don't matter. The victims matter. Maybe you used to matter. You don't matter now. The victims matter. You don't. You really don't. And if you can't read the blog and look at the statistics, the numbers that are real are numbers. 9.9 million to your none. 123 to your zip. 32 to your nothing. That's the numbers. Those are actual, real results. You have nothing. People want you gone. We get the help, not you. Cruelty will destroy you. Kindness rewards, cruelty destroys. So when you're sitting in prison, I'm going to go ask you, now is it funny? You thought it was so funny to beat me down, and to hurt my child, and to threaten and harass people all day. Now is it funny? Is it funny now? You got what we gave. We always give you what you asked for. This is what you asked for. Because you could have left me the fuck alone. And you didn't. So you asked for it. And we gave it to you. We always do. We always do. These people aren't judges. And they're smart enough to figure out that this conduct is illegal and offensive. And this guy needs to be stopped. So if you're a fucking cop and you can't figure that out, go find a different job that's more suited for you. You're not smart enough for that. You're not. Same thing with judge. Same thing with DA. Steve, people are really mad at you for what you've done to my son. They're mad at you. They're mad at Judy. They're mad at you. They're mad at Judge Egan. Because you're a very cruel man. You're a very, very cruel man. And my guys are dealing with all three of you. And it's not up to any of you. Okay? My guys are on this. They're doing their job. And they're doing it right. They're relieving suffering caused by your crime. Charles, if you contact me, I'm going to fuck you up. You need to shut up. I didn't ask you what you think, and I don't want to help you. Shut the fuck up. I want to ruin you. We all want you gone. You and your questions. Gone. You take from me, we take from you. You cause a problem for me, we cause a problem for you. Dumb David. You don't know how this works still? After 15 years? How much more information did we get? After March 2020, how much did we get since April 2025? How much more did we get after I said, you got 24 hours to get my kid home so I can take care of him and you fuck off? You do the math. Okay? What day is he going to arrest you? You know everything? You tell us. Go ask your little doll, your little hocus pocus dolls. Right? Go ask him. We heard you talking to one of those witches a long time ago. And he goes, she's a Christian. She's a true believer. This is not going to work on her. This only works on people that haven't made up their mind. She's made up her mind. She's made up her mind. This is just going to piss her off. When she gets pissed off, they start finding out what you're up to. Are you sure that's what you want? And Charles said, yeah, I want you to do it. David said, yeah, I want you to do it. And the guy said, fine, if you're that stupid, I'll take your money and laugh all the way to the bank. This is not going to work on her. It's because she's going to piss her off. And when she gets pissed off, she finds out what you're trying to do. And you said you don't like that, but it looks like you do like that. If you didn't like it, you'd stop. Right? So are they going to charge the witch too for attempting to coerce me? Or tamper or harass me? I mean, you tell me, you know everything. You tell me what they're going to charge you with and when they're going to charge you. And who all they're going to charge. And how pissed off they're going to be when they do all that. You know everything, you tell us. Okay? If you contact me, Charles, I'm going to get more intel because I do not want to hear from you and I do not want to help you. And it speaks to your delusion that you continue to do that to me. I don't want to hear from you. Stop harassing me. Stop harassing me.
Anymore because You stalk me. That's why I
No, I
moved.
don't. Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you guys. I don't ever
happens-
want to hear your voice to you. Please,
what
God
happened-
bless you, but
what
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop.
Been raping you since
Leave
you
me
were 12 years
alone.
old?
Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my God.
See, this is how people end up on Lifetime. This is how people get hurt and stabbed, and then you want to say that the woman is crazy because she was the one walking down the street in whatever clothes that she was wearing. If a woman tells you to leave her alone and they're constantly walking away from you, that is your cue to back the hell up, turn around, and talk it up. She does not want to deal with you. And no, she does not have to give you an explanation. And no, she does not even have to give you 5 seconds of anybody's damn time because you cannot control your primal feelings from your testosterone running through your veins till you see something pretty that you think you're supposed to have. Leave her alone.
Get a fucking life, boring. Get a life. Leave me alone. Now, I'm going to tell you for the last time. What we said first it was just in March 2020. Don't invade our privacy. Please, let me back up and talk about Mike Neely a little bit. We sent the Florida State's attorney an email in January 2020. Again in February 2020. Again in March 2020. You got the wrong guy. He didn't do it. He was drugged. He didn't do it. He couldn't have done it. And he didn't get a full tox panel before his... he got one, but the evidence had already been degraded with Narcan. He was treated with Narcan. First responders weren't deposed until May 2020. It wasn't put on the docket and made public until like June or July 2020. So well before anybody else said it, we said it. And we were right. Our intel is right. Right, Judy? The people that got that information, you sure you want to piss them off? You sure you want to piss them off? Every contact Charles pisses all of us off. I want you to stop harassing me. I want you to stop harassing me and my family. I want you to go home to your family and leave me the fuck alone. And one time should do it. I should only have to say that once. Fuck the hell off of me. You fucking retarded rapist. Get off me. What my boss said is at that point, when you guys start really getting weird in March 2020 is, you don't invade her privacy anymore. You should have never done it to begin with. You never had consent. Stop. You're going to stop. Or you're going to be stopped. Don't contact her or her family. She'd better not be broke and have lost some problems because of you. You comply with the fucking law. Or I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you myself. I can and I will. And it won't be up to you. And you've continued to say no. And you've continued to disrespect and insult him. And so you can't get in touch with him. He won't call you back. You gotta act like you understood what he said in March 2020. Raise no time for you. He'll see you and arrest you. Or he may have somebody else arrest you and he'll see you in court. And at your congressional hearing, when you gotta explain why you use tax dollars to commit crime with intent to enrich yourselves. And you've done this a lot. How many victims at the compounds, Charles, were arrested first? And then right after that, they ended up with compound. You arranged a false arrest like you're trying to do to me. You put him in jail. You went in and talked to him and act like you're the fucking hero. And you got, you can just come with us. We'll get rid of these charges. Just come with us. Well, you got a house and everything. It is, and then you take him to some dungeon where they're not eating right. There's no education, proper education, and it's a human trafficking brothel. And so you're getting rich off of the violent crimes against these people, these women and children. You think I'm going to work for you? You think if you tried to kidnap me when nothing else goes like you thought it would, you think that would? What planet are you on? What planet do you live on? I would fight you to the death. I would likely end up dead first. And you wouldn't get me that far. Okay? I've told you this before. If my guys don't shoot you in the head, and they might, there's a 50-50 chance. I would rather be dead than go with you. I lived in my car for 6 months with no bath and no food because that was better than going with you. I didn't even consider calling you, and I didn't slip up with a name. I was illegally incarcerated already for 2 months. I didn't consider asking to talk to you. I didn't ask to talk to you, and I didn't slip up with a name. Did I? No. I did get a Fabian puzzle in jail. I did talk to my guys in jail. And you have no idea how we did that, do you? No. Don't forget who it is you're dealing with. Don't forget who it is you're talking to. You want to sit around and live in delusion? It's your problem. You want to sit and make-believe? Your problem. What do you pretend we're getting the information for? So after all that, and Charles is threatening me and trying to bribe me, we'll get you an RN license, we'll let you be a paralegal, we'll let you... No. No. Absolutely not. I'm good, thanks. You owe me a fuck ton of money. You're not going to bribe me with my own money, and you're not going to threaten me, especially not hiding behind stuff. It's all you guys are all tough as long as you can hide behind something or someone else. And subdue with drugs and poisons first, or disease. Well, how tough are you then? So, I don't know what you're going to do in prison when you won't have all that. And you have to face men. Probably men who are like twice your size. And they have no idea what it's like to fight a woman. They've never done it, and that's all you've done. That's all you've done. He said, give it back and get out. Or, I'll get more intel and I'll do it for you. We just got more. Again, already this morning. We have every day since. You asked for it. We always give you what you asked for. So at this point, I think he's like, never mind. I'm just going to keep getting intel and do it for him. They can't seem to understand what I'm saying. They act like they don't even have any idea what's happening. They can't even read. They don't know what that means that we have all that. No one has all that. We have that. No other victim can, gets it before you do it. They act like they don't know what it means that Cynthia gets it before they do it. So fuck that. That offer's off the table. We'll do it for you. And how much more did we get since March 2020? How much more since April 20th, 2025? How much more since my boss said you got 24 hours to get that kid home and you leave him alone? Compensate him for the injuries you caused. Compensate her for the injuries you caused. Get the fuck out of their lives, or I will do it for you. How much more? Or we'll get more and do it for you. And you gave us more to get. You gave us more to get. There's never been a promise to cover anything up. We promised not to. This is not blackmail. This is you owe a debt. I'm attempting to collect the debt outside of court. Or we can do it in court. Likely after your arrest. And then you can't buy the judge. And you won't get out of that one. Okay? That's all there is to it. If you want them to show you some mercy, then do what he said. If you don't, you want him to be pissed off and throw the book at you, do that too. That's your choice. You live with it. It's your choice.